In the last documentary, we talked about why free-to-play players feel punished in Dragon Ball Legends. But after reading thousands of comments, well, not literally, but after reading some of your comments, something became very clear. This system isn't just hurting free-to-play players anymore, it's punishing everyone. Section 1. This isn't about skill anymore. Dragon Ball Legends used to reward skill planning and team building, obviously. I've talked about that in our previous 2 videos. But today, progression feels less about how well you play and more about how recently you summoned. Older units fall off faster, except for a few that get recent Zenkais that helps them get back on today's meta. And even players who invest time, effort, or money still feel left behind. Now, on paper, everything looks fair. The odds are listed, the banners rotate, the systems explain itself. But in practice, banners are diluted, supporter units take up featured rate, and progression is intentionally slowed unless you constantly engage with the summon system. This isn't accidental, it's a design choice. Section 2. Why even paying players are frustrated. One of the biggest misconceptions is that spending solves everything. But even whales report being shafted. Tens of thousands of chrono crystals spent just to pull supporters instead of featured units, or get the sparklings and not the main unit. When both free-to-play players and spenders are frustrated, that's not bad luck, that's a broken system. Dragon Ball Legends doesn't just sell power, it sells fear. Fear that your team won't survive the next meta shift. Fear that a unit you skip today will become mandatory tomorrow. Fear that if you don't summon, now you'll regret it later. This forces players to summon not because they want to, but because they feel like they have to. And it's not just summoning. PvP mechanics like quick charge and precise timing favors players with better devices and strong connections. Of course, it isn't the game's fault if your opponent has a better phone than you or has, whatever, right? 2 players, same skill, same team, different phones, different results. That's not competitive balance. That's accessibility becoming an advantage. As again, it isn't mainly the game's fault that one player has a worse phone than the other. But, look at the game. It's been upscaling everything. So in the term, it's kinda, influencing it. Section 3. Community feedback going nowhere. The community has been loud about banners, about balance, about progression. But many of these concerns remain unchanged for years. When feedback goes unanswered, frustration turns to apathy. And apathy is the beginning of the end of many live service games. Dragon Ball Legends isn't dying because players hate it, it's struggling because players care but feel powerless. A system that pressures, dilutes, and constantly resets progress doesn't just punish free-to-play players, it punishes everyone who stays. Now, if you made it this far, it means you care about the game, and that's the problem. Dragon Ball Legends doesn't survive on luck or hype, it survives on players who invest time, money, and trust. So if this system has frustrated you, don't ignore it, talk about it, share your experiences. And if you want more documentaries breaking down Dragon Ball Legends from the inside out, go ahead and subscribe. Because the only thing worse than a broken system is one everyone stays silent about. That's all I have for you today. Max out.